all kinds of perspectives from all over the world are taught here. You get, from every course you get a different perspective from a different professor, from your peers who are all international students. Nobody's from the same place. When you sit together in a classroom, you can bring all those ideas together and get something that's totally unique that you wouldn't find, per se, in another college in your home country. Another great tool at iCLA's disposal is its mandatory or compulsory third-year study abroad. To entice us to doing this or develop us as our personalities or whatever we want to study, they've cultivated relationships with many universities from all different kinds of countries. Just places all over the earth, and so we can have that opportunity to go and study something else or getting a deeper perspective from one of those other countries' point of view and apply that to our point of view learned here in Japan. Besides the compulsory third year abroad, iCLA has also worked to cultivate relationships with companies and graduate institutions across Japan and elsewhere. So we are being introduced to these companies and corporations as well as these academic institutions early on so that we may develop relationships with them and encourage our development elsewhere outside of iCLA. It's
interesting. My favorite course is math, which is very surprising because
Did you like math before?
No. I like math, and it's one of my favorite subjects now because, well, the professor is really good, and the thing we're learning is not about how to calculate. It's more like how do you prove? Like it's more about the way we think about one thing. It's really fun.
I think you're going to agree with my favorite, and that would be world issues.
Really?
Yeah, introduction to world issues.
Uh-huh.
Because it's such an international group of people that we have for that class. So we get perspectives from students in Hong Kong, students from Europe, North America, obviously the Japanese students too. So it's just so amazing to see how everyone thinks about the
But it's not
very
even that
controversial topics.
two-dimensional. It's even more than that because it ties every class that we take here together. Because you're presented with these issues, and then you can use knowledge that you learned in Aikido or spiritual dimensions or science or even just writing to try and solve and present these issues and debate them. It's it combines critical thinking in every aspect of all of our courses.
Yeah, that is actually what I wanted to say. There's not one favorite course. Actually, all the courses combine to one.
They work
course.
together so
They just work together. It's interesting. It's a completely different experience. It's really hard to describe. For me, it has been completely different. I like it here. I feel like I can actually change my life. It's not just academic, it applies to every part of my life. And it's amazing. Please come.
I think that the thing I really like about this school is we can learn Japanese, like martial arts and, well, many subjects in English. So even though you are from foreign country, you can learn Japanese stuff in English, which is pretty cool because you will be able to explain it actually, and you can try it, and and of course with other Japanese students. So yeah, it's really good environment.